Welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. I'm Scott Jordan. This is Arena Championship Series West at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Superstar lineup here competing for the overall event championship. Top line by 2022 World Finals Racing champion Brandon Vinson and 2023 Monster Jam co-rookie of the year Ashley Sanford. 4 rookies on this series, 4 Team Throttle Monster trucks, and Tony Oaks as well in this lineup. MJ Solorio, young rookie, and El Toro Loco. Take a look at the racing bracket. JCB Racing out first. El Toro Loco, Monster Mutt, Rottweiler, Thunder Roars, Jurassic Attack, Gravedigger, Velociraptor, and Earthshaker and Megalodon. And right now, let's get down to the track with the rookie MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco up against fellow rookie Berto Terrano in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And we got a green light. We are off and running in Salt Lake City. Rowdy round racing again. Corners so precise here to try to win. El Toro Loco goes a little sideways. Monster Mutt Rottweiler, clear shot to the finish line. And Berto Terrano takes the win, and he's going to advance to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our next matchup, Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars out against Dalton Wider in Jurassic Attack in a rematch in the first event here, in which Dalton Wider won. Dalton would go on to win that racing competition. And here we go, second race of the day in Salt Lake City. Tony Oaks with a nice lane, nice corner, but Dalton Wider really tight around the corner into that turning pod. Tony Oaks trying to turn on the jets, and a final push, and Dalton Wider up on the pod is going to take the win. Jurassic Attack advancing to the next round. This is 2022 World Finals Racing champion Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger, and he goes up against Team Throttle Monster rookie Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. A year ago, Brandon was 54 and 31 on the racetrack. Devin Winfield has his work cut out for him right here. Brandon Vinson has a nice lane, and he is all business right now. Almost gets the turning pod out of the chalk line and turns right back up, and Brandon Vinson going to take the win and move on. In our final round 1 matchup, co-rookie of the year Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She goes up against James Calhoun in Earthshaker. Tough spot for this young man, taking over that Earthshaker truck from Tristan, England. And now Ashley Sanford looking for the racing win. She's got Megalodon on an absolute rail. Earthshaker goes deep in the far corner, and he's got to hit the brakes. Ashley Sanford gets across the finish line, and Megalodon's got the win. And now we can take a look at our semifinal racing bracket. It was going to be Monster Mutt Rottweiler up against Jurassic Attack, and then Gravedigger against Megalodon. The winners will advance up to the pod and take our final round matchup. Here we go, Dalton Wider in Jurassic Attack, and he goes up against Berto Terrano in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And some smoke coming out of Jurassic Attack here. This is a Team Throttle Monster battle. And Jurassic Attack, Dalton Wider trying to get another racing win. Deep corner there for Terrano, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler is going to take the loss to Jurassic Attack. So Dalton Wider up on the pod for the second straight event here in Salt Lake City. Ashley Sanford, Megalodon, Brandon Vinson, Gravedigger. When you talk about star power, these two are right there at the top of the list on this series, along with Tony Oaks. And Gravedigger goes a little sideways as well. Megalodon almost has a shot here. Looks like she could pull off the win. And man, that was close, but it is Gravedigger by a hair getting the win over Megalodon. Our finals are set. A rematch from one night ago in Salt Lake City. Jurassic Attack versus Gravedigger. And there is Brandon Vinson. He had 15 racing wins a year ago. Trying to get his first of the season here today against Dalton Wider in Jurassic Attack. And here we go, final round is set, and we are off. Gravedigger versus Jurassic Attack. Turning pod again, stays still. Brandon takes the corner tight, and Jurassic Attack trying to push it across, but no match for Brandon Vinson, and Gravedigger picks up the racing win. Brandon Vinson gets his 4th competition win here at the Delta Center, and he's got a great start to his days. We take a look at that racing bracket. Gravedigger making it through Velociraptor, Megalodon, and Jurassic Attack on the way to the racing win. Here's our first look at the BKT overall points standings. With that win, Gravedigger gets 8 points, Jurassic Attack with 7, and then 4 each for Monster Mutt Rottweiler and Megalodon, and the rest of the field with 2. Brandon Vinson continues to win in Salt Lake City. Can he keep it up? Find out when we return with the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Next up is a Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Each driver with the opportunity to wow the crowd using a maneuver with only 2 wheels. They got 2 attempts to do so and are judged by fans in attendance on creativity, skill, and execution. And let's take a look back at our top 5 competitors. Coming in 5th, Ashley Sanford, Megalodon, big-time sky wheelie into a slap wheelie combo right on the edge of that pod. And she comes back again, another sky wheelie up on top, gets the wheelie combo down on the backside of that ramp. 6.681 the score for Megalodon. Here is Berto Terrano and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, another sky wheelie again across the pod. Trying to get a combo move going, then he's gonna go back again for attempt number 2. Slow rolling this thing up onto the pod. Either gonna come back for a stoppie or go back in reverse for a reverse stoppie. Here we go, stoppie attempt there for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. He's got it, great catch by Berto. He gets it back down, 6.877. After his racing win, Brandon Vinson gave it a go in this competition all the way across the pod into stoppie position. Moonwalks it immediately, doesn't have enough to get it up to the pod. And he would go now for attempt number 2. Coming back down the other side here, gets right into stoppie position again. Red headlights facing the dirt here at Salt Lake City. Now he's got the moonwalk. Can he keep it balanced, though, is the question. He is a little far right to the center ramp, and he is not going to get it back up. Still successful combo move, 7.778. Dalton Wider, Jurassic Attack, he comes in 2nd in the competition, takes the truck all the way across the pod, finds a nice lane, beautiful position of the truck, great angle on the stoppie. Now going to edge it back out into a nose wheelie, and then back, look at the rear steer toggle switch going off. Jurassic Attack showing off, Dalton Wider showing you what he can do. This kid has come a long way in just 2 years in the business, and now he's got it absolutely stopped on a dime. Finally hits it into reverse, trying to get it back up on the pod. Needs a little bit of juice here. He's got to get it right down into that drop. He gets it beautifully and then takes it right back across the other side. That was only attempt number 1, folks. He gets another go at it. Again, a little popper move off into a nose wheelie. And now going to balance it again. He's got a beautiful position right there on the center. You don't want that right wheel to go too far off the ramp. He tries to readjust. Can't get it down. 8.661. Finally, Tony Oakes, the U.S. Army veteran, coming right across into stoppie. He's got to turn the truck, gets it centered, and now he's got it right across from Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Nose wheelie, moonwalk, you name it, Tony Oakes has got it. And this is going to lead to his first competition win of the season. He's got to center this thing back. Tough to turn it on 2 wheels. If he can get it done, it'll be spectacular. But Tony Oakes going to drop it down on all 4 BKT tires and come back for one more attempt. Brings Thunderoris right across the pod again. Nice angle, gets it right down. You see the positioning of that front right wheel so crucial when you try to do these stoppies into moonwalks. You got to get up the ramp, and Tony Oakes gets it done all the way across the pod. Gets a pogo bounce and ends up on all 4s. Great move. That's going to get the win with a 9.340. So Tony's first win of the season comes with 8 points as we check out the BKT overall point standings. 14 apiece for Jurassic Attack and Gravedigger. Thunderoris jumps to 3rd, Monster Mutt Rottweiler in 4th, and Megalodon currently in 5th place. We're halfway through the event, and we are tied at the top. The question remains, who's going to get the edge in Salt Lake City and walk out with the win? Find out when Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master continues next. You're watching Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series West. Next up is the donut competition. Fans in attendance once again scoring based on momentum, execution, and number of revolutions. And we're going to take a look at our top 3 competitors. Dalton Wider, Jurassic Attack, right in front of his teammates. Going to find a low center of gravity here with the Triceratops. Gets a nice groove going. Got the roost on Velociraptor. He's got a good one right here. Dalton Wider, Jurassic Attack, throwing it down. Fans get a good taste of what he can do. 8.596 in the donut competition. May not be happy with the score at first. There he goes. Now he's got what he wants. Now Ashley Sanford in Megalodon gets a go here again on that far side of the track. Ashley Sanford has a few donut wins to her name. Trying for another one here at Salt Lake City. Down and round she goes. Megalodon going at it. This is a good one. She has got it grooving. And there's the score that shows it. 8.796 for Ashley Sanford. Brandon Vinson and Gravedigger. One thing Gravedigger drivers definitely known for, that Dennis Anderson family, the extended family brand is in our Monster Jam donuts. And he's going to show you why right here. Very close to the pod. Look at the spacing of the truck. Just about a tire's length between the truck and the pod. Gives him a nice groove. The circle forming on the dirt here at the Delta Center. And he is roosting the 8-pack. And Brandon Vinson laying it down 8.913. And that is enough to win the donut competition. We take another look now at the BKT overall point standings. He's got 22. Sole possession of first. Jurassic Attack in second with 20. Megalodon third. Thunder Roars in fourth. And Monster Mutt Rottweiler currently rounding out the top 5. We've reached the final competition here at Salt Lake. It is freestyle. Now, to get a score, drivers have to complete the first 15 seconds of their run. Fans want to see them use every obstacle on this 6-sided pod. They want creativity. They want technical moves. They want to see some combinations and, of course, a wow moment or two. And up first, out of Paso Robles, California, rookie driver MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Tough spot here for a rookie to go first. You got to set the tone. You don't see what drivers are hitting. You don't know what the dirt's going to do. You don't know what the truck's going to do. So MJ Solorio not going to give it his best shot here. Only 23 years old. Started out on an independent team, straight up racing before joining Feld Motorsports. Kid debuted last year in Duluth, Georgia. Gets a racing win that weekend. And now trying to get it done on his first championship series. Tough competition here on the west side. And he's going to run out of room and run out of time. Take a look at the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. MJ Solorio at El Toro Loco, 4.602 as he comes down off the pod, hits the brakes, and then tries to get it going again. Next up, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, another rookie driver. This is Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Devin, one of the 14 throttle monster drivers on this series, starts out with a nice floater jump up onto the pod, back down over the single log. Team Throttle Monster, one of the hottest independent teams in Monster Jam, right down the road in Ogden, Utah. Mike Christensen and Paul Jensen have a great team with 6 actively competing trucks in Monster Jam 4 right here on this series. Devin's a guy who worked his way up, started out as a USHRA safety official, even drove a Thunder Rally ride truck. I was at Thunder Rally with the Andersons at Kings Dominion back in 2019. Devin drove our ride truck around. Great to see him now in a full-time spot driving Velociraptor. Up over the tire stack, again looking for a popper, not much there in the air, and that's going to do it for Devin Winfield. Take a look at the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Big time jump for Velociraptor, 5.931. That is enough to take the lead. And here comes the 2023 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She trails the overall event lead by 7 points, so still very much in the hunt for the event championship. Ashley Sanford stormed onto the Monster Jam scene a year ago after waiting a few years to get the call after she graduated from Monster Jam University. Made her season debut in December of 2022 and then had her first full rookie season last year, going on to win Co-Rookie of the Year. And it's moves like that that got her the award. Right off that 8-pack, goes right into it. She moved all the way back, got a great jump on that, goes a little sideways on the landing, manages to save it on all 4 BKTs, 9.559, and Ashley Sanford is feeling it in first place. She's got Megalodon out in front, but can she hang on for the win? Find out next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. We are back with more Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master from Salt Lake City, Utah, as we continue on with the freestyle competition. And next up, riding for Team Throttle Monster, James Calhoun in Earthshaker. Out of Atlanta, Georgia, just 25 years old. Looks up to a lot of drivers, one of those being the late great Scott Hartsock, former driver of Slinger. James is very adamant about his affection for Scott and the things he has done to help him get to where he is at. After first trying out for Monster Jam back in 2019, he's finally got his ride. Trying to make the best of it. Only Earthshaker truck so far in the Monster Jam fleet. Tristan England moving on to JCB Digatron. And that leaves Earthshaker all by its lonesome with James Calhoun. Huge air off the left side of the pod. Cross threads a little bit over that edge. And now try to find a nice move here off the log stack. Not much air, is able to keep the throttle rhythm going. And now finding your bearings here in this arena. Comes right back over the other side. Gets it down the backside ramp. Time winded down for James Calhoun. Don't want to see a lot of reverse in freestyle, especially in an arena. It takes away precious seconds on the clock. And you got to find your bearings again, find out where you're at, and hit something fast. And he's just driving this thing into the ground. Earthshaker now comes up, brake check, trying for a popper. Can't get it. 6.182 as we take a look at the super glue to the action replay. There's the brake check jump off the side of that pod, right down on the near side dirt. And that's going to leave Berto Terrano up. He's had a solid day so far, currently sitting 5th in the overall point standings. Out of Corpus Christi, Texas, former sponsored skateboarder, 34 years old. Attended his first Monster Jam event as a kid back in Houston, former USHRA tech official. Another driver that debuted in Nampa, Idaho back in 2023, rookie Fernando Martinez, who we'll see later on in Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, went on to win 3 of those 4 events. But a great rookie class so far this season, taking it by storm. And you gotta love to see Berto trying to get something going here in freestyle to take the lead. Megalodon's Ashley Sanford has a huge run. Only backflip we've seen, she has the lead. And I love to see this guy come out here and land another backflip right over the single log. Huge jump onto the pod. Gets the back 2 wheels up. He's got to save it in the bicycle. And he is going to run out of room and dirt. So that's going to do it for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Take a look at the super glue replay. Right here, just gets a little too much on it, over rotates, had a chance for a cyclone save. Can't get it around. 7.420 for Berto. Next up, the current overall event leader, Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. He's got 2 competition wins so far. Does not need to win freestyle to win the event championship. All he needs to do is finish 7th place or better to hang on to the event lead and eliminate Ashley Sanford from contention. When you talk about resumes in Monster Jam, Brandon Vinson has a good one. 4 series championships. He ties Tyler Menega with that honor in the Arena Series. Last year, he was the champion of the Central Series. Prior to that, Arena Championship Series West, Triple Threat Series West champion in 2020, and the 2019 Triple Threat Series Central. And he's got a World Finals Racing Championship to add to it. Big time brake check there for Gravedigger into a stoppie. Right into a nose wheelie. He manages to get it. He's got the wheels going, rear steer. Full support of Gravedigger. Now gets it back right down where he left off, over the stack into a wheelie. Very technical driver is Brandon Vinson in these freestyle runs. He's so fast on the racetrack, but so technical in freestyle. It has won him a lot of freestyle competitions. Maybe even this one. Score coming in, not going to get the win, but enough to keep him in the event lead. Take a look at the replay here. Right into that stoppie off the pod. Catches it perfectly, and then right back in. 8.180 for Gravedigger. Now it's Dalton Widener's Turd out of Knoxville, Tennessee in Jurassic Attack. Comes into the competition trailing Brandon Vinson by just 2 points. So nothing short of a freestyle win here will get him the overall event championship. As I mentioned earlier, Dalton really coming on as one of the rising stars in Monster Jam. A year ago, finished 3rd on Arena Championship Series East after competing on a few events on that series in 2022. Made huge strides as a driver, can flat out beat you on the racetrack any given night. Caused Brandon Vinson to lose out on a perfect event here the first time we were at Salt Lake City's Delta Center. Now goes up to the right over the tire stack, that 8-pack buried into the dirt. A lot of rhythm here for Dalton Widener. Comes right back over the pod, bouncing everywhere. And now coming back over the single log stack, Dalton Widener gets it right up over it, onto the pod. Nice air. Whips Jurassic Attack around, maybe looking for a donut. Now trying to turn it hard here. Goes right back where he started again on that last combo move, right over the log, back on the near side. The backflip ramp remains over there. Dalton can lay one down if he wants to. He's done it before, instead going for a donut. And that is going to do it for Jurassic Attack. Take a look at the original super glue to the action replay. Dalton Widener not going to get it done here in this freestyle run. He scores 7.423. Our final competitor is U.S. Army veteran Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Drove Soldier Fortune Black Ops up until last year when Thunderoris made its Monster Jam debut. Teammates with my former broadcast partner Colt Stevens, who runs the stadium events. You know how much Soldier Fortune Black Ops meant to Tony as a U.S. Army veteran with 4 combat deployments, but he loves Thunderoris just as much as well. Having a lot of fun in this truck. It's nice to see Tony with his laid-back Thunderoris truck just giving it all on the track, and he's doing it right here. Cross-threading it up over the pod a little far to the right, pushes it back down to the left, diagonal. Right back over here towards this side of the track. Coming up, nice air there for Thunderoris. Finished second Arena Championship Series Central in 2022. Fourth place finish on the Central Series last year. Gets a wheelie off the pod. Very talented driver, well liked by his peers. One of the most popular drivers amongst the Monster Jam community. Little jump there for Thunderoris, trying to get this thing back on track. Needs some big air here. He's got momentum. He comes across, has to shift it over. Little downshift there for Tony Oaks, and now in a stoppy position right off the lip. That is a perfect spot to catch it. We've seen a few of those so far here today. And he comes right over, too far to the right, trying to push it over the tire stack, does get it, and somehow able to keep the truck on all fours, comes right back around. Now he's got a lot of room. This is what you want to see. Tony Oaks try to clear it, gets the back left caught, and that's going to do it. Take a look at the original Super Glue to the action replay. Thunderoris right here catches it into a stoppy. 8.542 is the score. And that means that Ashley Sanford's going to get her first freestyle win, and she's going to get 8 points as our final BKT overall point standings. Gravedigger gets the win, 2 in a row for him with 28, Jurassic Attack with 25, Megalodon 23, Thunderoris 21, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler with 16. So Brandon Vinson gets his second straight event championship. Let's head down to the track at the Delta Center with our winner.
2024 is kicking off real good for this team, Gravedigger. But it's all because of you fans in the stands coming out, showing us support, showing this Gravedigger team love. So I come out here and get to beat on this truck for you guys, man. That's what it's about. Keeping this legacy alive after 43 years. I get to rip and rear up in that Gravedigger truck, man. Salt Lake City, what do you guys think so far?
And we know it's not over for you yet, Brandon. What can the fans tomorrow expect from you?
The same thing, riding on the ragged edge, 1 foot on the gas, 1 in the grave. So with that being said, Salt Lake City, can you dig it?
Thank you, Sarah. Brandon Vinson off to a red-hot start as we kick off the 2024 Monster Jam season with Arena Championship Series West. He picks up right where he left off last season by winning 5 out of 8 competitions, and he takes the first 2 event championships of the year here at the Delta Center. Brandon well on his way to a 5th Series championship, going to try to win a 2nd World Finals championship. But it's a long season, so make sure you stay tuned to the action right here on Arena Championship Series West, and we will have coverage from Arena Series East and Central as well. Be sure to follow us on social media at Monster Jam, and for everything sport-related, go to monsterjam.com. That's it from Salt Lake City. I'm Scott Jordan, and I will see you right here next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.